So many of you guys probably know what the button is by Cut, this new show that has pretty much captivated the internet. It highlights how insanely messy modern dating is. And well, today, finally, I'm going to be reacting to it. Thank you to many of you out there in the comments who have been requesting that I cover this series made by the channel Cut. Make sure you check them out in the description below after this if you want to see more of these episodes. But yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. Basically, this is a show where people are speed dating, and as soon as this button in between them lights up, they are able to hit it, thus rejecting the person that they are speaking to. And things just get absolutely messy on this show from what I've heard. So let's get right on into it and see how brutal they get on these rejections. I'm ready for some cringe.
Hello.
Hi.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Did you get it at like a thrift store or something?
Oh yeah, I got it from one of my friends. Yeah.
Nice.
Trey makes 1,000 plus tortillas a day.
Okay, Trey. Whoa, that's a crazy job. Apparently, this dude works at a tortilla factory. I also was gonna say, you don't even have to ask if this dude's getting his clothes from the thrift store. You can just tell. I mean, it's a hipster dude. So obviously, everything here is gonna be thrifted and vintage. This dude looks like if iDubbbz and Curtis Connor had a baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Very specific look he's going for here. Seems like an outdoorsy type. I don't know how well they're gonna mix.
You know, if you're hanging out with me, you can get fresh tortillas anytime.
Nice.
I'm not too big of a fan of tortillas then, yeah.
So we have the first rejection here. That did not last long. As you can see, there is a buffer here, I believe. I don't know what the exact time is. I think it's around like 30 seconds or so where they have to endure the awkwardness of the conversation if they're not instantly feeling it. And that is when the button highlights red, allowing them to hit it. This woman had some insane flick reactions. I mean, if this was a CSGO game, she definitely just hit an insane shot there. I mean, boom. Right as soon as that thing lit up, she was like, yeah, you make tortillas all day, I'll pass, all right?
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we got a new guy coming out here. What I love that they do on this show is they actually show the behind the scenes, because you have about 10 people on either side that are hoping to do this speed dating thing. And this is where the messiness comes in. As soon as they go back to report to the other dudes or the other chicks, you know, how it's going, is when they all start to get collectively angry at this person they don't even know yet. And that's kind of the funny part of this. Yes, it is mostly about dating, but it also is just so full of salty moments to where it is now devolved into a kind of just competition over who can be the final couple that's gonna make it.
Abby hates feet.
Why do you hate feet?
I just think they're really gross.
Can you show her your feet?
Do you want me to show you my feet?
Yes, please.
Bro, and why are they making this dude do this? They just said that Abby hates feet, and they're like, can we see your feet? Obviously, she's not gonna freaking like that. I mean, you're setting him up here. This woman's already gone through 2 of these different dudes. Time for him to, you know, rein it in and maybe hit the button for the guys. It's time to retaliate, all right? This is all out war out here.
Cool.
How do we feel about the feet?
And as she's just staring at this dude's foot that's sitting out here, you can see she keeps glancing back at the button, waiting for that thing to turn red. She's just praying that the time whittles away so that she can hit this button and be rid of this view of this man's feet.
And lately we've been doing a lot of barbecues. Why did you reject me?
I'm just not really like an outdoorsy person, but you're really
no worries.
awesome.
And wow, for the 3rd time, she hits the freaking buzzer, dude. Maybe all the guys so far have just been too nice or they haven't been paying attention to the button. But this also just literally is how it feels if you've ever been on a dating app. Like, this dude is one of those guys that's over here swiping 1,000 times on every single person, not even being shown in the Tinder algorithm anymore, and maybe gets like 1 match a month. It's freaking painful out here for these guys. I feel it.
Yeah, you're so nice.
You're too outdoorsy. Like, same girl.
And I love that he literally goes to the back. They're all dapping each other up, talking trash. Like, bro, you're too outdoorsy? What does she need to, like, go touch grass or something? She's a dork. She's staying indoors all day. That's whack, bro. Meanwhile, you know, half these dudes are grinding out the new Call of Duty camos, like, in all their off time.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
What makes you?
Sorry.
What makes you?
Okay, whoa, that's a weird question. But this dude instantly went for the button there, and I think he realized that it wasn't highlighted. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he was given explicit instructions as he's walking out of this room. Hit the button. I don't care if you have a match. Like, they don't even care if these people are like a perfect match made in heaven. You could walk out and find your soulmate, but by the time she has buzzed 3 of your comrades before you, it is your duty as the guy's side, you know, on Team Guy, you gotta press that freaking button as soon as it goes red. And he kind of jumped the gun there. I don't think she noticed though, or else she would have said something. That's hella awkward too, going for it before it even lights up.
Is that weird to say?
Oh.
Sorry, this is gonna sound hella whack, but none of the guys have got to press the button yet.
Oh.
And he did it. He freaking hit the button because none of them have gotten to yet. And I absolutely love the difference of the reaction of the women and the men. The guys go back there, they're shouting at the top of their lungs, bro, she's not even outdoorsy. This chick is lame. You gotta hit that buzzer. She's whack. And instead, the first girl who gets buzzed out goes to the back and is whispering, plotting, like intelligently. That is the difference, all right? That is literally the separation of these two rooms right now. And officially, the war has started. Again, I already told you, I don't really think anybody's gonna be finding their soulmates in this show, but now any opportunity for that is out the window, I feel, as this is now turning into a competition of who can hit the red button faster.
Why'd you reject me?
I feel like we were vibing more than the last girl, but like still kind of wasn't.
I see.
There,
Okay.
I guess.
Thank you.
But you're dope. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And dude, the reactions of this are so weird. This also feels how, you know, modern dating is as well. I feel this show really encapsulates the vibe of trying to find someone in the modern day and age very well. There is so much instant gratification that is happening in these relationships where if you don't feel the instant spark, everybody's like, well, I have a million people at my fingertips now on these apps and like pretty much, you know, with technology and all. Not trying to sound like a boomer or anything, it's just true. But because of all that access, people are just so quick to throw away conversation or throw away a possible connection because they're looking for that next thing. And I know that's the point of the show, everybody's trying to be fast, but these people are barely getting one sentence out and the other person's like slamming the button.
What are you? How would you describe yourself?
I don't know. Was it because I rejected the last two?
Maybe a little bit.
That's all right.
But like,
Be like that.
just not my type. It's okay.
No, it's all right.
You seem like a cool person though.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
I will give props to the people who hit the button though. I know I'm kind of skipping forward here, but some of these combos are a little bit just not cringe and just boring. But I do like it when they're actually nice to each other because that's something I feel is a big part of this show or dating shows in general. People get so salty when they get rejected. It's understandable. It's not a feeling anybody wants to feel. But when they get overly salty and rude, it's just kind of cringy to watch in like a not good way.
Talk about this thing that you humans call God.
Okay. I don't necessarily say that.
Okay, pause, bro. I know this is probably important for a lot of people to get out of the way right away when you're learning how to date, but they really are setting these people up. What next? They're gonna be like, okay, it's time to talk about politics. Who'd you vote for? Like, there's just certain things you probably, I guess, you know, for a lot of people, including me, a lot of these things could be deal breakers depending on how you answer it. But it's funny how much they're trying to set these people up left and right, bro. They do not want any of them to be happy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, fashion. The Kraken hat doesn't go with the sweater.
I feel
Which
like it
sounds
does.
really bad. And
does, it
I'm
does.
not basing this off
She don't
of,
know what she's talking about. It does, trust me.
it's like, just, to
Nah,
me,
nah,
it doesn't
It works, it works.
Oh, God. And immediately after the freaking religious talk, this guy goes on about how he did a youth group rap album, which, yes, hit the button. That would make me hit the button instantly. That's just some weird use of your creative juices there. I don't know what's going on with the youth hip hop, you know, like Kids Bop album. But she also takes this time to comment on his fashion, which I think is a little bit rude. You could say maybe your style's not my taste, but to outwardly just say you're crappy at dressing yourself and this hat doesn't match with your outfit is kind of rude. And it's funny how that dude instantly got so salty too. Like his response, oh my God, he's gonna go back and be like, dude, I don't care how much you enjoy the look of this woman when you go out there, you have to hit that button even before it turns red. For me, please, bro. She said my hat doesn't work.
And you too, show me your best club dancing.
Oh, is that like the Rasputin? Oh, nope. What is that?
That's sturdy.
The sturdy?
Yeah.
Bro, hit the freaking button. This guy is trying to get sturdy in front of you and looking, oh God, it's just so cringe. I don't even know what he's looking like. This guy's apparently a DJ in a club and you've not picked up how to dance at all in all your times DJing. Obviously, you're not getting booked for any freaking clubs, dude. Or maybe he's doing like 13-year-old birthday parties where these kids are all doing Fortnite dances, but what the hell was that? Again, they're trying to set this dude up. If you see this guy, you know that dancing is not in his forte. Why would you ask him to show off his dance moves as a way to, you know, find a mate? That's like asking me to run a mile in front of somebody that I'm into. It's just not gonna be any positive reaction from seeing me suffer through that.
Why did you reject me?
Like, I got secondhand embarrassment. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought his dance moves were dope.
I thought they were opposite of dope, but I understand why she hit the button. Here, this was the only clear one where I'm like, yeah, this is a fair button hit. Get those dance moves off the freaking screen, please.
Are anyone cute or no? There was one guy who was kind of cute, and I was like, I could vibe, but your hat doesn't match your outfit.
It is so funny how much, I know I just mentioned this, but how much quieter the women are. Half of the fun of this is not even trying to find somebody you want to date. It's just hearing the tea of all the people coming back into the room after their awkward encounters. But yeah, that girl got nexted because the guy claimed that she just didn't know what she wanted, which is fair. I feel like there's a lot of indecisiveness in this show, but time for the next woman to come out.
No, I totally get that. You know, kind of like the reaffirmation. I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry to pause, but we need to fix something.
And bro, these people have been sitting here for like minutes here talking, and I'm confused at why neither of them have pressed the button, because bro over here in the yellow, while I do appreciate him being brave and trying to hold his conversation, is fumbling the bag. He is just having a really hard time getting his words out. You could tell he's super nervous, and apparently the button's freaking broke. So they send out one of their techs out here, and all I gotta say is, dude, you got one piece of technology for the show. This is a relatively cheap set to complete once you have the lights and everything. You gotta make sure that stuff works. It literally has one job: turn red.
Do you find Brian attractive?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Kind of do.
You get the strut going, you know? You got that going.
Hey, what's up? I'm Rosia.
Bro, oh my god, that is cringe. No. And then the freaking button tech comes out, and they're trying to push her to flirt with him right in front of this guy in yellow. I mean, they're not a couple, but this dude's like just getting shamed right in front of him right now as the much more attractive button tech comes out. And she's like, hey, my name's so-and-so. You want to go out? Oh my god, dude, just leave the chair. You don't even have to have the button be pressed yet. Just freaking walk out and swap out for the next guy. Hold the L.
It works.
Fair enough.
Was that you testing it?
Yeah,
or was that
but
real
testing
rejection?
and rejection.
And she hit that so fast as soon as I got fixed, dude. I was gonna say, I don't know why they lasted longer than anybody else so far. I honestly thought they were about to run away with the date, because that's something I didn't mention. But if you end up liking somebody and you talk to them for, I think, more than a couple minutes without pressing the button, and you mutually are having a good time, then you win the game. And you get an opportunity for a second date. I think maybe Cut pays for the date or something, which is cool. Get a nice dinner out of it. Honestly, if that's the case, I would just cheat this thing and, you know, find somebody in the green room before filming and be like, all right, I don't care if you don't find me attractive at all. Let's fake it. We can get some free Ruth's Chris steak out of this, baby. Let's go.
I feel so bad. He was giving like that kid in high school who was like super sweet, and then you never wanted to reject him, and they come over to you and they're like, will you date me? And you're like, no. Or maybe I only had that experience.
What the hell was that comment? Obviously, you're not the only person to have the experience of being asked out by somebody in high school. Oh my god. And also, that was just a rude comment to make. Like, she's giving the annoying preppy girl in high school that doesn't do much outside of high school once you graduate and still thinks she's the... But maybe that's just me. I can't be too judgmental, but that was kind of a weird comment to make after you already humiliated the dude by flirting with the button tech.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Cole likes to smell his dog.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Are you like a pet person?
I mean, yeah, but like, what do you mean you like to smell your dog?
Okay, button. I don't care if it's red again. You just got to hit it and act like it's broken again. Tell them that they got to get this guy out of here. Because if you literally come up to a speed dating thing, and your one interesting fact about yourself is that you like just sitting around and sniffing your dog, you're not going to walk out of there finding a freaking match, dude. I don't know what your plan is with dating, as that being your like entryway into conversation, but I'm pretty sure the type of people you're going to attract with that type of comment is not the type of people you want to date. It's fellow freaking loony bins like you.
Do you have any dogs?
But I don't. I used to have a dog.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, that one's unexpected. On to the next one. I don't know why this dude is so obsessed with sniffing his dog. They made that the intro too, which is weird.
Okay, Top Golf. Do you work at Top Golf?
I do. I'm a bartender there.
Interesting.
Wow, you about to hit the button?
Yeah, she has been pressing it, but pretty much it's down to these two now, and it seems like they're kind of hitting it off. She reflexively tried to hit the button when it glowed red, but I think that was more out of fear. This might actually be a match. Now, I'm not very happy that it's a match with this woman who is kind of giving me bad vibes from everybody else on the show so far, but I guess everybody that we have seen in this episode has been salty to some degree.
I'd be interested in going on a second date.
I too would be interested in going on a second date.
You seem like you actually mean it when you say like you're a very caring person. Sometimes you care too much. And
Let's go, dude. And it sounds like we actually are going to find love on this episode. Well, possibly. They don't ever do follow-ups. But apparently, these two have talked it out, and they're down for a second date. So things are looking up. I would probably bet there's a, 10% chance of them actually enjoying their time out with each other. Because once you get out of this scenario and you realize all the lights and camera are gone, things might get a little bit more awkward. But I think this show is more for entertaining than, trying to find love.
One more time. And if you don't press me, you win the
I'm not
button.
even gonna look at it, so if you hit it. Ouch. Why'd you reject me?
What? What kind of wait, okay, does Cut have to pay for the second date? If so, they are such cheaters, bro. They cheated in their own freaking game. Why would you relight up and give them a second chance? Not saying that you can't, you know, quit out of a date if you get bad vibes or something like that, but that's just so weird. And then she goes and hits it for no reason. She literally is giving off the biggest mean girl vibes. What the hell? So she claims that one of his answers earlier to, you know, how his ex-girlfriend thought he was controlling, I skipped over that part, was a red flag for her. And if so, why agree to the date earlier, like 5 seconds before that, just to hit it again? I am so confused. And again, this is a perfect illustration of how frustrating modern dating is. I'm very happy to be in a long-term relationship at this point. Don't have to deal with this BS. But that's really how it is out here. The indecisiveness is real. The flakiness is real. This is just this dude getting ghosted on the date, but, you know, in front of millions of our eyes. So it looks like we actually won't have love in the end of this episode, but I want to know what you thought of this reaction to the button. Do you want to see me react to the series more? There's a lot more episodes they've been putting out, and they're all pretty fire, I've heard. Thank you so much to my patrons for supporting me over on that platform, and leave a like if you made it to the end of this video, as well as a comment. I appreciate all of you watching my videos, and until next time, peace out.